Welcome to Real Deal. I'm Tara.
And I'm Giselle.
And we're so excited to be back together for this episode, you guys. Thank you for bearing with us as we had a little bit of back and forth hiatuses.
Yeah,
it's ping-ponging.
It's been a time.
We're ready for the year to end. We'll say that. We'll say that much.
And I will say, ending it on a very high note.
Oh, yes.
With today's episode.
Oh, yes.
Nosferatu 2024, directed by Robert Eggers.
Yes. You may be familiar with his other films like The Witch, The Lighthouse, The Northman. Man really likes to put the in front of his movie titles.
Mm-hmm.
This film, Nosferatu, stars Lily Rose Depp, Bill Skarsgård, Nicholas Hoult, Willem Dafoe, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Emma Corrin, and Ralph Ineson, to name a few. I don't even know where to start. This was so...
Okay, if you're not familiar with Nosferatu, Nosferatu was a film that was based off of Dracula by Bram Stoker.
Yeah.
And pretty much they had changed it up and created this film without the knowledge of Bram Stoker's estate knowing.
Yeah.
And so his widow, that permission. They didn't get permission.
It's giving lawsuit.
Yeah. So the widow was like, oh, hell no. You don't have my permission to use this. I'm going to sue y'all. And she wanted all of the copies of Nosferatu destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
However, at that time, it already had developed a cult following and copies of the film were already made. And so pretty much it was too little too late, and then Nosferatu became a smash success.
Yeah, we've got several iterations.
Yeah, so we have three really big iterations. There are some other ones, but I think these are the big three hitters.
Yeah, Nosferatu Murnau, right? And then you've got Nosferatu the Vampire. That's Werner Herzog. And then you've got Francis Ford Coppola, Bram Stoker, Dracula.
Yes, but not Nosferatu.
Not Nosferatu, no. But I think worth mentioning for its popularity.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. But as far as Nosferatu, in true essence of it, it's essentially Dracula, just different names. They both take place in the Carpathians, both based off of Vlad Tepes. Vlad Tepes, notoriously known as Vlad the Impaler.
That's psycho, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's literally fine. But yeah, now we have this amazing iteration by Robert Eggers. And we loved it.
Yeah, this was our Christmas gift to ourselves, was going to see this.
Yeah, we both saw this on Christmas.
Yeah. This is a Christmas movie.
It truly is.
Just as much as Die Hard is a Christmas movie, this is also a Christmas movie.
I agree.
I don't care. You can argue with your mom. This is new Christmas film.
And you can fight me in the streets over this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the rating? Hold on. This is going to be a different conversation.
Why?
3.9 general letterbox rating.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I gave it 5.
No, I know you.
I was like, wait, I loved it.
That actually has me pissed off.
You know what? I think the main complaint before we dive into it that I've been seeing is people saying style over substance. But I really disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. I think especially when you take the other versions of this into account, this has the most substance, in my opinion.
I agree.
And I like that it's almost like a female-led retelling of the story.
Mm-hmm.
I love that it's about Ellen and it's about her telling her side of things. Because the other versions are very male-dominated. It's a male-dominated version of that.
It's totally the male perspective, and I think that this is different and dynamic, and that's what I appreciate about it.
Yeah.
I did hear, of course, I've been I have not opened myself up to the criticisms of this movie. I've been shielding my eyes, but it has come up on my FYP on TikTok, and I did see a woman say that she didn't appreciate the lack of backstory.
Has she seen the other one?
And what I have to say is, I don't think you need backstory. This is
whose backstory?
the backstory of the situation.
There was
have we been under a rock? Like,
also, were your eyes open in the beginning?
Also,
that was the backstory.
The thing with Nosferatu, which I saw another woman follow up a response with, is like, this film is based off of archetypes and on folklore that has been around for thousands of years.
Wait, that's like, I saw somebody tweeting about this and they were like, spoilers, and I was like, mind you, the book was written in what, like 1890 something? Like, yeah. Babe. I couldn't spoil Dracula any more than I could spoil the Odyssey. Like, I'm not sure where you've been. I don't know how to help you.
No, these people know nothing about a hero's journey.
Oh, God. That has been an entirely different conversation on the internet this week.
And that is a different conversation about media literacy that we will not put you through.
You can look forward to that in our 2026 episode when the movie comes out. Shout out Christopher Nolan. That is a different issue. Media literacy in itself is really a larger conversation. And I feel like that is applicable to this because I felt that this movie gave Ellen more of a backstory than I have ever seen.
I agree.
What do you mean? The entire beginning where she's talking about loneliness and being susceptible to evil because she needed something in her life. She's been suffering from otherness her whole life and not... What?
I don't know. People,
what do you mean?
People are just so...
What the fuck?
Oh! I mean, don't come for me. If that's your perspective, that's your perspective. I'm just saying, let's use a little critical thinking. But, yeah, I think that I totally agree with you. It touches on loneliness and about, the desire for more, and also, like, sick self-centeredness on Thomas's part, right? For thinking you're doing the right thing, but you're really not. And
not listening to a woman. That's a recurring thing in these fucking movies.
Literally.
Your wife's like, don't go. You're like, I must. Okay, buddy.
She's like, I don't want a fancy house like your friends. Then he's just like, well, I'll see you later.
Yeah. Bye. Yeah. I'm dipping. Peace out.
Okay. And giving over the locket, crazy. Why did you do that? You asked for it.
That was really crazy work. That was crazy work.
I think we should just dive in. Yeah. Tara, what did you give this movie?
I gave it a 5. I was blown away. I thought everyone was fantastic. I did. I thought everyone was fantastic. My only critique was that I thought Aaron Taylor Johnson could have gone harder, but maybe that's just because Lily Rose Depp goes so hard.
Yeah.
That in comparison, everybody else was great. But Lily, it's like MasterChef or whatever when they're like, you were good, but I needed you to be great. Like, Lily brought the great. Or what is that? Like, actually, that's America's Next Top Model, not even MasterChef. They don't even be saying that shit on MasterChef. They just be like, go home.
Oh my gosh.
I loved it. I love Bill Skarsgård, his voice work. I know he did,
oh my God, yeah, that was incredible.
Operatic training.
I couldn't even tell it was him.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy. I loved it.
Amazing.
Everyone in this movie is kind of sexy, too.
Everyone in this movie is sexy. Willem Dafoe?
Because you'll never make me feel ashamed of that.
You could never shame me.
No.
I gave it a 5 as well. Loved it. I actually think I'm going to put it on my top 4 for the year.
I think it's excellent.
It is just so excellent. It's so up my alley. I just am enthralled by it. This is a rewatch.
Yeah.
Theater rewatch.
I think I'm going to go next week, actually.
Me too.
I really would like to see it again.
My mom wants to go see it, so I'll go see it with her. But I think my criticisms of it, non-existent.
Really? Nothing.
I really can't think of anything. I loved every part of this.
Yeah. It was fantastic.
I will say I saw this at the Alamo Drafthouse, and to the bitch who kept ordering fries next to me, I get it, but that man kept walking in front of me.
I'm so sorry, because I would be the bitch ordering fries multiple times.
No, I get it. I reordered a Dr. Pepper. And listen, you're going to Alamo Drafthouse. You know what you're getting yourself into.
No, because I was going to say the main reason I'm trying to be at Alamo is
I'm trying to munch and crunch.
That, insane menu, I fear I am
and everything is so good.
Yeah. They've mastered, even the popcorn.
Dude, the popcorn is another level.
They've got it down to a science.
I want their popcorn recipe.
Unrelated, but they're opening 2 more in the Bay.
Fuck yes. Where?
Valley Fair, dude. The old theater's gone. They're putting it in there.
We are getting it.
We're going to be sick of me.
My bank account.
I looked at the membership already. I was like, right. So y'all will see me.
You will be seeing me.
Yeah.
Real deal.
Yeah, real
Alamo.
deal at the Alamo. Sponsor us, actually. Let's have an event.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I love it. For
That
real
this is
theater
like
goers.
This is crazier news than the Raising Cane's opening up.
Because what happened to that? Did it ever fucking open or what?
It's still going to.
Whatever. I'm over it now. They're taking so long.
Oh, you're over
They're
it?
taking so long.
Okay, now you're
Get
over
my
it.
hopes up.
Okay, opening
It's
day,
giving
where are you
Batman.
gonna be?
Probably there.
Exactly.
It's giving
And
Batman.
sit back down.
Delayed to 2026.
Yikes,
Like, what are you talking about? It's taking so long. Anyway, we digress. Guys, it's been a minute. We haven't recorded together.
I know. You know what? This is the holiday episode.
Yeah,
You
this
are
is
getting an extended
Merry
raw
motherfucking
cut.
Christmas.
Did you get the popcorn tin? I can't remember.
No, I'm gonna go, when I go this week, I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
Because I really want
I got the popcorn tin, $32.
Worth it.
Worth it.
Worth it.
You know, I have the TMNT popcorn tin, the Beetlejuice popcorn tin, the Mean Girls popcorn tin.
I have the Dune one.
Yes, you do have the Dune
like
one.
$400 on eBay, so
That's
I'm
crazy.
satisfied. It is a little crazy.
Oh my god.
That Saltburn bathtub that they
Yeah.
had at Alamo was also like $300.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I got the Nosferatu pint glasses.
Oh yeah, those were cute.
Yeah.
Those
So
were
I got
cute.
those too.
We love going to the movies. We love little trinkets.
We love little trinkets. We love movie
You're coming home with
paraphernalia.
me. Like-
Exactly. I need a little thing. I need a little soup.
Yeah, I need people to know I was there.
Exactly. I need to remember I was there.
Yeah.
And like had an experience.
And this movie was a fucking experience.
I agree.
So good.
I agree.
So wonderful.
Lily Rose. Can we talk Lily Rose Depp?
Yes. Okay. I actually watched The Possession today or it's just called Possession, because of Lily Rose Depp, because she drew so much inspiration from that.
Yeah.
And my God, do I see it. Lily puts on such a fantastic performance in this. There's no CGI or any kind of like special effects for her performance at all either. So when she's like contorting on the bed and all that, like that is just homegirl.
Yeah.
She looked into like a Japanese form of dance. I forgot the name, but like that's how she was like trying to move her body, and it worked because that shit had me freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, girl.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was truly amazing.
It was great. It was great. Everyone gives their everything, I would say.
I just like am so impressed by her.
Yeah.
I don't think that she's ever been in a role that is so like showcases
Her abilities.
Her abilities.
Yeah.
Especially coming off of The Idol. Oh.
Right. She's great in The King. If you guys are looking for a movie with Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah.
That's I like that movie. I think it's pretty
I like
good.
that movie.
Yeah.
I like Timmy Tim in that movie.
I like Tim. Yeah, I like him. He can't really do any wrong.
No.
But this is her movie. This is her
I agree.
film. Like,
This is her film. Nicholas Hoult, I do have to say, just the perfect fit for this
Yeah.
as well.
Scared, timid ass little man.
Yes. I mean, he's so expressive, and I think with his role as like Renfield or who is it? Who does he play in The Great? What's his name?
And if I said I hadn't seen
One
that,
of the king. What's his name?
I haven't seen that.
I cannot remember.
But it got canceled. Rest in peace to that show.
Yeah, that show was amazing. I loved that show.
I really like Elle Fanning.
Elle Fanning was so good.
So that's tragic.
Yeah. But Nicholas Hoult was amazing in that. Warm Bodies. He's
Big year
kind
for
of
him.
He's kind of like becoming a little scream queen.
He's been in a lot of stuff this year alone. He was also in like Juror Number 2.
Yes.
Which was really good.
I mean, he has a
that.
huge discography. Skins.
Yeah.
Skins legend.
Yeah, Skins legend. Let's talk about that.
Oh my god, that was an era.
Him, Daniel Kaluuya.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm missing fucking Monkey Man.
Dev Patel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little mad at him right now.
Well, we won't talk about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Photograph with a certain someone's father.
No.
A certain someone in this cast. But anyway, much I enjoyed about this
Bill
movie.
Skarsgård, also Scream Queen. I don't know, like, how much better he could get.
I don't think anyone's doing it like him.
No, they are not. The dedication that he puts into his characters is next level.
Yeah.
Also, the prosthetic team.
Yeah.
His prosthetic team, so amazing.
I want to talk about the mustache.
I love it.
I love it. I have seen a lot of people not love it. They're like, oh, I'm so used to Nosferatu, like, bald and, like, because at first he's supposed to be, like, rat-looking, you know, like, otherworldly. But I like the mustache. I like Eggers in interviews was like, oh, well, he's supposed to look like, you know, he's a dead man, you know, and he would have had facial hair years and years ago. So I kept the facial hair.
Right, and I think it is, again, a nod to Vlad Tepes, who had...
That's bald?
Right, literally bald.
She's bald.
Egghead.
She's torturing people that have hair. But anyway,
yeah,
why wouldn't he have facial hair?
I don't know. I think it's a nod to Vlad Tepes too, because the facial structure that he has that very pointy downturn nose like Vlad Tepes. Vlad Tepes had that very big, thick mustache. I think it is a nod to that, and
the costuming too.
I really love. Period. Freaking accurate.
Yeah.
One of the most accurate I think I've seen.
Yeah.
And just beautiful. Willem Dafoe's cunty little ruffly cape.
Oh, I love Willem Dafoe.
It was so good. He just knows how to command any scene and stage, and he's just incredible.
Robert apparently has offered him roles in his next 2 movies.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
He's gonna have to fight fucking what's his name? Poor Things director for him.
Yorgos.
They're all just gonna have to like share who gets the most Dafoe. Like only one man.
Yeah. But I do think that Yorgos and Robert Eggers exist in the same realm.
Yeah.
But they're very different. And I think that I almost prefer Robert Eggers' style.
Yep.
I think there's just nod to like OG cinema that I really appreciate.
For the Gothic is so admirable.
Right.
And I really love... I also read that he has wanted to do an adaptation of Nosferatu forever.
Yeah.
He thought about it after, I think, The Witch, but then felt like he wasn't ready to take it on. So he did The Lighthouse and then did this. But he did, like, a high school play version, and, like, people were really awed by that and gave him, like, a real stage to do it on again. And now here he is with the film adaptation. And you can sense that appreciation, too, in the movie.
And thank God, because they had budget.
Yeah.
They had budget.
Bring back budget.
The practical sets that these people built.
2,000 rats is crazy.
2,000 freaking rats?
You wouldn't catch me.
And then Nicholas Hoult was like, I counted 75,000. He's like, in interviews, like 8,000 rats. Everyone's like, the rats. Oh my gosh.
No.
When Robert Eggers said that Emma Corrin, all the rats were peeing on Emma Corrin's neck. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Emma Corrin.
This is why Jazz and I do not want to be in front of the camera. Our desires are behind the camera.
Have a rat piss on me, I'm suing.
And I don't get a nomination or something for that? A nod at least?
Yeah.
No.
No.
That's crazy. I don't want to be peed on by a rat.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I love him. He's very beautiful. Great gowns.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Beautiful man.
Beautiful man. Beautiful gowns.
Great gowns. I don't think he was up to par with his scene partners. But in fairness, a majority of his scenes are with what? Willem Dafoe?
Yeah.
It's gonna give an amateur hour to a degree.
I agree.
Emma Corrin. I thought Emma Corrin was fantastic in this.
Oh, she was beautiful.
She was really great. Really great.
Yeah. So. I loved Aaron Taylor Johnson, actually. I think that he fit perfectly. And I think that he did what he clocked in and he clocked out.
He did clock out.
He served cunt and he left.
He served cunt and he died.
And he committed necrophilia and died.
Right.
Did we forget that?
I tried to. I
can't be away from you much longer. I can't take this, darling. I simply must.
And if I said that that's exactly how it sounded in the movie, in a derogatory sense, what then?
That's crazy.
I loved it.
I liked it. I love him. What can I say?
I like him.
I love that he's back on the scene. I think he deserves this.
After Craven? Certainly.
Yes.
Certainly. A movie that did not get a review.
Role. He liked it.
I don't know why.
He's been in interviews saying that it's one of his most challenging roles and he loved it and he loved the whatever the fuck. I might watch it just because of how much he hyped it up, to be honest.
You can let me know how it is, because I think it's like one of the lowest scoring Sony movies.
Oh, God.
Which is really saying something to be following Madam Web. I don't know what else we can say. That
well, I actually do have other things to say.
Period.
The shadows in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
The shadows are an impeccable choice by Robert Eggers. I think to show the shadow and to refer to him as the shadow is really smart.
Yeah, beware his shadows.
Yes.
Homage to the original, right?
I do have to say homage to the original, which uses a lot of shadow work. And also when Count Orlok is walking in his scenes and it's just his hands like gliding through.
When his hand goes over the city.
Ooh.
Oh, so good.
Yes, it's so campy, old silent film, nod to the original that I really appreciate.
We love Gothics.
So
good.
And I think like the blue tint and hue on everything was really great. I think oftentimes films like this can choose like really dark, warm tones.
Yeah.
But they didn't. And also, I feel like this could have very easily gone like the Green Knight level darkness.
Yeah.
As far as color grading and lighting.
And where you have to turn the lights in the living room on.
Exactly, but it doesn't give that at all.
No. I think that this was so well done.
Yeah, I think so too. It's like illuminated perfectly. And that end scene where they're on the bed and with the flowers.
So good. Her sacrifice.
No, Willem really said the only cure is to bounce on it.
He said, do a split. Do a spin, girl. So good. But, I mean, that brings me back to his decision to really center this around Ellen or around Lily Rose Depp. Because I just think that that's so fantastic. I also think that there is obviously this very present sexual element to all iterations of Dracula and like vampire stories.
Yeah.
But I like in this version that it is less consensual. Like you really see it as different because she's like revolted at some point where she's like, I don't want this. Like I was young and I was taken advantage of and like I was lonely, you know, and that's where you come in. You know, it wasn't like this is something I craved and I wanted. I kind of like the difference in that between the other versions that I watched.
Like he's taking advantage of her innocence?
Yeah. Her innocence. Because I think all vampire movies are kind of like, oh, you're supposed to love that. You love the darkness. It's sexy. It's hot. Like, they love us. Even if you look at something like Twilight, where it's like supposed to be so desirable. You know, he loves Bella. He understands Bella in a way that like most people don't.
Yeah.
But I like the alternative version going on here.
Where she's like, Nosferatu, watch me bounce on my husband while you jork it in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that their love story, too, is so beautiful.
I think it's like very much a love triangle.
Challengers?
Oh, is this just Challengers for Goths?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Now you're speaking my language.
But she does have that whole moment where she was like, I felt empty and like you preyed upon that, you know? Which I think is an interesting narrative that is not present in the other films.
Who amongst us has not been preyed on by a man?
To which I'm like, how could you say we need more backstory?
Yeah. I think it's evident.
There's more backstory in this. There's so much substance in this.
And even my boyfriend, too, when she's like, when I was a teenager, or when I was a child, like, he came to me and then my father yelled, sinner, 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 you know, whatever.
Religious
He totally
trauma.
missed that. And I think that the way the dialogue is written, maybe some people wouldn't get it, or miss it. They do talk a little fast. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, pay attention to the movie, fuck.
The real cinephiles.
The real cinephiles were sat and they were paying attention.
Let's talk about Challengers again. But that's like the people who were like, oh, I couldn't tell, like, what era this was. Yeah. I'm like, how could you not tell? The scenery is completely different.
So
the hair
obvious.
is completely different. Like, the way that... Anyway, I digress.
Yeah.
Maybe people just need to pay attention more in movies. And I think that that's a separate conversation.
I think so too.
That's just how I feel about that.
For the most part here, looking at Tara's activity from her friends, everyone's giving it a 4 or higher. And I think that's real.
Yeah.
Anyone who gives it below a 4 will...
That's a hater. Ignore them.
2.5.
That's a critic who's typically hating, so not out of the norm. They said that Bram Stoker's is better, which I think is an entirely different movie.
It's totally different.
It's a different film.
It's a different story.
We're not accomplishing the same thing.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same thing at all. I don't know. Media literacy at an all-time low.
Truly.
Did you see that Netflix story that said that like they want directors who make Netflix movies to have the characters announce what they're doing before they do it?
Yep.
Methinks if you had struggles with this, you should go watch those movies.
I agree.
Because shit was clear to me. I don't know what to tell you. The motivations were evident to me. If you watched Past Lives and didn't understand why this was happening and why she felt that way, hey, go play video games.
I think like people should really start reading books.
Yes. That is the fundamental issue, is that people are not reading.
Yeah.
And so we have
reading is what?
Fundamental. There's this lapse in understanding. People need their hands held throughout everything. People who at the end of Saltburn were like, whoa, he did all that? Yes. And tomorrow the sun will rise and set. Isn't that crazy?
When they were shocked that he fucking lied to him.
So novel. Amazing. Watch more movies, read more books, you guys.
Truly.
That's the statement of 2024.
And go see Nosferatu.
Yeah.
And give it a 5 and heart it on Letterboxd.
Yeah, or keep
Let's
that shit to
push
yourself.
this shit up to a 4.
Keep it to yourself otherwise.
I agree.
Methinks. Because why does Carry On have a higher rating?
That's just wrong.
A little criminal, I feel. Anyway, go to the movies, you guys. And go see this. Enjoy it. Baby Ratu. Go see Baby Girl, too. Go to the movies in general. Baby Ratu.
Support your local Alamo Draft House. Get an order of their popcorn and their fries. You know what? We've done AMC ads for free. You know what I'm saying? Go to Alamo.
Go to Alamo. See this in fucking 30 millimeter film or whatever. Go see The Brutalist next week in 70 millimeter. Go to the movies.
Go to the fucking movies.
Go to the movies, you guys. That's our ad. That is our last of the year, because next will be our New Year's episode. So thank you guys for being here for our first year, season 1.
And we'll see you.
Truly special. We'll see you next year. Ooh.